The Wealth of Some Nations, section. Unequal exchange in the capitalist world system. For Raffer, unequal exchange is based primarily on dependence and the underdevelopment it fosters. He describes the evolution of North-South relations in the following terms. Beginning of long quote. Since the first contacts, the South has been used by the North for its own economic development, reducing Southern, quote, development to a mere reflex of IC, industrialized country, needs. No domestic base in the sense of German economist and theorist of a national system of economic protectionism, Friedrich, lists, no balance of productive forces could be achieved. In the wording of Braun, these countries are now unable to affect their own economic production. As long as this situation persists, it matters little whether these countries specialize in agriculture, manufacturing industries, or other fields. Their economies will always be dependent on the North. Unequal exchange will persist. End of long quote. The development of a sustainable national and regional articulation between the production of mass consumption goods and the investment goods required to produce these is absolutely essential for the Global South to attain a higher standing in the international market. Only those countries that are able to meet their own basic needs and can thus afford to stop trading where necessary are capable of withstanding the economic pressure exercised by the imperialist monopolies of the global North, and thereby prevent unequal exchange from occurring. As Martinez Alier writes, quote, one peculiarity of human ecology is that, on the borders of rich countries, there are a sort of Maxwell's demons, which keep out most people from poor countries, thus being able to maintain extremely different per capita rates of energy and material consumption in adjoining territories. Footnote. Maxwell's demon is a term from thermal and statistical physics, referring to James Clerk Maxwell's thought experiment, imagining the possibility of refuting the second law of thermodynamics. Quote, in the thought experiment, a demon controls a small door between two chambers of gas. As individual gas molecules approach the door, the demon quickly opens and shuts the door so that fast molecules pass into the other chamber, while slow molecules remain in the first chamber. Because faster molecules are hotter, the demon's behavior causes one chamber to warm up as the other cools, thus decreasing entropy and violating the second law of thermodynamics. End quote from Wikipedia. International value transfer has curbed capitalism's entropy, only insofar as it has been relatively capable of displacing its most heated contradictions to its periphery. End of footnote. Whereas for Emmanuel, the Global North's monopoly on high wages is established mainly through the political and organizing efforts of metropolitan labor, we suggest that the institutional bias favoring metropolitan wages is predicated upon colonial and neo-colonial relations. End of chapter.